Jill, where to begin? I know that it was not the ride we thought we were going to have with players, but it was been an extraordinary one. I can remember when you did Annie Get Your Gun, and you wanted to do the flying trapeze, and I almost lost my mind, but it turned out beautifully. And I can remember that that was your first show, really. And I wanted you to have the greatest experience, and look how it turned out. It was fabulous. We had a big top in the wreck, and you went like gangbusters from there. And I'm so grateful to have had this time with you. I know, again, it wasn't the journey we thought we were going to have at the rec, but every single child that you had time with is all the better because you were their director and you are my dear friend. And so I get to stay with you for the rest of the time, but they had to say goodbye. So I hope that some of the things that these kids have said to you will stay right here with you, and I'll stay by your side and we'll drink some Manhattans. But thank you. Love you.
There's no business like show business, like no business I know. Everything about it is appealing, everything the traffic will allow. Nowhere could you get that happy feeling when you are stealing that extra bow. There's no people like show people. They smile when they are low. Yesterday they told you you would not go far. That night you opened and there you are. Next day on your dressing room they on the star. Let's go on with the show. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm from the better keep it ready, so much longer. I'm representing my first version of even incestuous and romantic love story of anyone.
The headaches, the heartaches, the bangings, the flux, the sheriff who escorts you out of town. The opening when your heart beats like a drum.
The closing when the customers won't come. And when you lose it, there's no time. Don't get back. Let's go on with the
When I'm with the pistol, I sparkle like a crystal. Yes, I shine like the morning sun. But I lose all luster when with the Bronco Buster. You can't forget a man with a gun. With a gun, with a gun. Oh, you can't get a man with a gun.
Ladies and gentlemen, now for the first time ever seen in any arena in the world, this is going to be the greatest feat of marksmanship, daring, and courage any of you have ever seen. I now direct your attention to center stage with Miss Annie Oakley. Are you ready, Miss Oakley?
Miss Andrews over these 6 blues right here.
In heaven.
Hey Jill, it's Carol, and I just wanted to say a few things about me and Jack and our appreciation for you. And that is, a mother sends her kid off to school. She hopes something happens that ignites passion, joy, and love. And you're putting your kid out there for somebody else to do that because you're not there. And Jill, you did it with Jack. You pushed him boundaries to places he never thought of going, and now he gets to circle back to this wonderful time in his life, in his memory, when he was so engaged and his heart was so full, and I can't thank you enough for that.
Many moons ago,
In a far-off place lived a handsome prince with a gloomy face, for he did not have a bride. Oh, he sighed alas, and he pined alas, but alas, the prince couldn't find a lass that would suit his mother's bride.
You have now reached the 7th plateau, and here is your final question. It is divided into 4 parts and concerns the famous man often referred to as the Knight of the Red Cross. 1. What was his name? 2. What beast did he slay? 3. How many rows of teeth did the beast have, and of what kind? And 4. What was the middle name of the daughter-in-law of the best friend of the blacksmith who forged the sword that killed the beast?
Okay. 1, St. George. 2, the dragon. 3, 12 rows of teeth, and they were iron. And 4, would you repeat the question, please?
What was the middle name of the daughter-in-law of the best friend of the blacksmith who forged the sword that killed the beast?
The middle name?
Middle name.
The daughter-in-law.
In-law. You have 30 seconds.
Someone's coming? The Queen! The Queen!
This has to be the biggest, loudest ball we've ever had. Don't forget to tell the jester I want him to perform and order extra musicians for the dancing. Ugh. Not that I'll be able to enjoy any of it with my back and that nagging pain in my jaw. Oh God, no one will ever know what I suffer.
What was she jabbering about? She's going to make us do something.
What's she gonna make us do?
Exercise? Spanish Panic.
Who is it?
I don't know.
I like you, Fred. I like you.
You're just saying those words to be kind.
No, I mean it. I love you, Fred.
He is out of his medieval mind.
I'm perfectly sane and sound. I've never felt better in my life. Everybody, come and meet my incipient wife. I'm in love with a girl named Fred. My reasons must be clear. When she shows you all how strong she is, you'll stand right up and cheer. I'm in love with a girl named Fred. She drinks just like a lord. So come sing a merry drinking song and let the wine be poured.
Fill the bowl to overflowing, raise the goblet high. With an F and an R and an E and an E and an F, R-E-D, Fred.
I'm in love with a girl named Fred. A clever clownish wit. When she does her funny pantomime, your sides are sure to split.
Fill the bowl to overflowing, raise the goblet high.
I'm in love with a girl named Fred. She's musical to boot. She will set your feet a tapping when she plays upon the lute.
Bravo, bravo, bravissimo, bravo, bravissimo. Fill the bowl to overflowing, raise the goblet high. With an F and an R and an E and a D and an F, R-E-D, Fred.
I'm in love with a girl.
He's in love with a girl named F-R-E-D.
feel like going back to the house and watching the paint dry? I'm just trying to think of something we can do together.
Should I get that? Or is that something you'd like us to do together?
Listen, I'll even take napping. It's not much, but it's a start.
Good evening.
Hello.
Would you like a table near the window?
Sam, would you like a table near the window?
It doesn't make any difference.
It doesn't make any difference.
Shall I leave it here?
Sam, should leave it there?
Here, there, anywhere, it doesn't make any difference.
Leave it there anywhere. It doesn't make any difference.
Oh look, you don't set up the chairs.
You don't have to set up the chairs.
You already started. Go ahead.
Yes, why don't you leave the chairs? They're all set up.
Can I get the bill, please?
Yes, sir.
Oh, look at all the anchovies.
I thought you didn't ask for anchovies.
You didn't want anchovies?
No, I asked for anchovies. I'm a very big fan of anchovies.
I've got it!
Muriel!
Jesse,
It isn't.
it is.
Is it really you?
It's me, Muriel.
Come on in, for Pete's sake. Come on in.
I can only stay for a few minutes
Oh my God, it's good to see you, Muriel.
because I just dropped by to say hello. I really can't stay
You sounded good on the phone, but wow, you look even better.
because I'm parked in 1 hour zone. Hello, Jesse. I think I'm very nervous.
Hey, hello, Muriel.
Well, Muriel,
Same old Muriel. What are you talking about? You look fantastic. Come over here and let me get a good
Oh,
look.
no, Jesse. Don't look at me. I've been stuck in the Holland Tunnel for 2 hours. What time is it? Tell me when it's 3 o'clock. I can't stay.
Muriel, you must believe me when I say you look absolutely wonderful.
Well, I feel absolutely wonderful.
Mimsy! Mimsy, did you hear me? I've had enough of this nonsense. Out of the bathroom! Mimsy, darling, you know your father's temper. Please come out of the bathroom. I know what you're going through right now, sweetheart. You're just nervous. You have nothing to worry about. You love Borden, and Borden loves you. You're gonna have a wonderful future together. Now please come out of that bathroom and get married. Mimsy, please! If you don't care about your life, think about mine! Your father will kill me! Oh God, he's here! Mimsy.
What are you still doing up here? I got 68 people downstairs drinking my liquor. Now come on, let's go.
Roy, could you sit down for a minute, please?
You want to talk now? We had 21 years to talk while she was growing up. We can talk while they're in Bermuda. Now come on, let's go.
She's locked herself in the bathroom, she's not coming out, and she's not getting married.
Mimsy? Mimsy?
He doesn't believe me! I'll kill myself!
And you didn't say a word.
Nothing.
So you're trying to tell me that a normal, intelligent, healthy, 21-year-old college graduate who for the past 18 months has driven me crazy with floral arrangements, wedding plans, and assorted hors d'oeuvres has decided to pick today, the most important day of her life, to lock herself in the Plaza Hotel John?
Yes!
You must have said something!
Mimsy, this is Borden. Cool it. See you downstairs.
Okay, ready now. Oh, darling, you look beautiful.
I nearly break every bone in my body, and you come out for cooling?
Boy, Joe, aggravate me. Do not spoil this day for me. Walk with your father, Dora. I want to see the two of you.
Is that how you two communicate? Is that the brilliant understanding between two people?
Roy, do not start in.
What kind of boy is that to let your girl marry?
Will you walk? In 10 minutes, I'll marry one of the flower girls.
Kids, not like they did in my day.
Walk! Will you walk?
She was better off in the bathroom, I tell you. Better off in the bathroom!
Miss Garrett, I remember always walking into the rec and seeing you and telling you how beautiful you looked. And it's not just because of what you wore, but it's because of how great of a person you are and how positively you impact everyone's life. I know that sometimes you may yell at us, but I know it is out of love because you want us to do the best we can.
Good morning, Baltimore. And someday when I take to the floor, the world's gonna know and see Baltimore and me.
Amber. And speaking of expecting the unexpected, our very own fun-loving, freewheeling Brenda will be taking a little leave of absence from the show. How long will you be gone, Brenda?
9 months.
So it seems we'll have an opening for a girl who's just as fun-loving, but maybe not quite as freewheeling. Want to be one of the nicest kids in town? Cut school tomorrow and come down to station WZZT to audition.
Oh my god, it's a dream of a lifetime. I have to go audition. Oh my god, it's a dream of a lifetime. I have to go watch you audition.
And that'll be enough of that for one day. No one is auditioning for anything. There will be no cutting school in this house.
Mrs. Turnblad.
Penny, go tell your mother she wants you.
Does she? I better hurry. Bye, Tracy. Bye.
This is crazy stuff. Hello. What am I wearing? A house dress, scuffies, and suppos. What about you? What are you wearing? Hello? 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 Hello?
Well, that's very flattering, Mr. Pinky, but I'm afraid all business must go through my agent. It would be our pleasure. We'll be right over, Mr. Pinky. Goodbye.
An agent? I don't know any agents. How about a nice bail bondsman?
Oh, Mother, put that thing down. I'm taking my new agent to the Hefty Hideaway and then out on the town.
Who? Me? Tracy Turnblad, fame has gone to your head and left you wacky. You need a top-shelf professional. Who handled the Gabor sisters? Well, who didn't?
Hi, Mr. Pinky. I'm Tracy.
Tracy, there's my shining star. Television doesn't do you justice.
Oh, Mr. Pinky, you sure picked the right girl with a plus in your plus sizes.
Now, Tracy, this can't be your agent. She must be your gorgeous big sister.
Oh, why, Mr. Pinky, you're twisting my head. I'm not her gorgeous big sister, I'm
54 double D?
Triple E.
Oh, Mama, I've hit the bungalow. Step inside and let's make a deal.
Hey, Tracy, hey, baby, look at me. I'm the cutest chickie that you ever did see. Hey, Tracy, hey, baby, look at us. Where is there a team that's half fast, fabulous? Gotta go, go, go with a pass now. Say hello to this red carpet ride. Yes, I know that the world's spinning fast now. So the bring it on a step aside. Welcome to the 60s. Holy mama, welcome to the 60s. Go, mama, go, go, go. Ooh, child, yes. Be gone. Look ahead to tomorrow. Brand new day. Yeah. Keep spinning round and round. Even time to speed of sound. Till I heard the drums and I found my way. You can't stop the beat. Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
God help me! Betty, child, dear child, will you wake? Will you open your eyes? Betty, little one, Betty.
Uncle, the rumor of witchcraft is all about. I think you go best down and deny it yourself. The parlor is packed with people. I'll stay with her.
And what do I say to them? That my niece and my daughter I discovered dancing like heathen in the forest?
We did dance, Uncle. Let you tell them I confessed it, and I'll be whipped for it if I must. But they're speaking of witchcraft. Betty's not witched.
Abigail, I cannot go down before the congregation if I know that you have not opened with me.
What did you do with her in the forest last night?
We did dance, Uncle, and when you left in on us, you frightened Betty, and she fainted, and there's the whole of it.
Child, sit you down.
I would never hurt Betty. I love her dearly.
Now look you. Your punishment will come in time. But if you traffic with spirits in the forest, I must know it now. It must come out. My enemies will bring it out.
But we never conjured spirits.
Then why can she not move herself since midnight? This child...
Good evening.
Why, Mr. Hale. Good evening to you, sir. Come in.
I hope that I did not startle you.
No, it's just I heard your horse.
You are Goodwife Proctor.
Hi, Elizabeth.
I hope that you're not off to bed yet.
No. We're not used to visitors after dark, but you're welcome here. Will you sit you down, sir?
I will. Sit you down, Goodwife Proctor.
Hands off, damn you, let me go!
Giles!
Out of my way, Herrick. I bring evidence.
You cannot go in there, Giles. It's a court.
Pray, be calm a moment.
You, Mr. Hale, go in there and demand I speak.
A moment, sir, a moment.
They be hanging my wife, sir.
How do you dare come roaring into this court? Are you gone daft, Corey?
You're not a Boston judge yet, Hawthorne. You'll not call me daft.
Who is this? John Proctor, sir. Elizabeth Proctor is my wife. Beware this man, Your Excellency. This man is mischief.
Excellency, I think you must hear the girl, sir. She...
Peace. What would you tell us, Mary Warren? She never saw no spirits, sir.
Never saw no spirits.
Never.
She has signed a deposition, sir.
No, I accept no depositions. Tell me, Mr. Proctor, have you given out this story in the village?
We have not. He means to overthrow this court, Your Honor.
I pray you, Mr. Paris. Do you know, Mr. Proctor, that the entire contention of the state in these trials is that the voice of heaven is speaking through the children?
I know that, sir.
And you, Mary Warren, how came you to cry out people for sending their spirits against you?
It were pretense, sir.
I cannot hear you.
It were pretense, she says.
Ah? And the other girls? Susanna Walcott and the others? They are also pretending?
Aye, sir.
Indeed.
Jill, you mean the world to my family. I have 2 boys who are completely different, and you know how different they are. John, the big kid who was awkward and didn't know his place at this school, and you found a place for him. And then there's Will, the comedian who didn't want to be the comedian, and you brought that out in him, and you made his senior year so special, and you enabled him to be the person that he is today, and you let people see a side of him that nobody else saw. So I thank you. I love you. You are always in my heart.
On any Sunday, Lord, I pray, tell me exactly the words to say. Give me strength, and maybe then I can reach my fellow man, so we all may rise again. Thank you, Lord. Amen.
If only I could find a guy who would make the first move.
If only I could find a guy who, when he went to kiss me goodnight, he'd take the toothpick out of his mouth.
If only I could find a guy.
Good men gone, and where are all the gods?
Yeah.
Where's the streetwise Hercules to fight the rising eye?
I'd like to know.
Isn't there a white knight upon a fiery steed? Late at night I toss and I turn.
I toss and I turn. Ooh.
I'm holding up
Oh, I'm sorry. We've never been formally introduced. Ren McCormick.
Get your hand out of my face and get your face out of my sight. Looking for a fat chuck? Let's party.
Willard, don't lose me this job! Willard! Stop!
Willard.
We got a problem here?
Not at all, ma'am. We were just discussing the safety of one of your valued customers.
Safety? You think that's funny?
Granted! Your pickup truck is in the handicapped parking, which is a space we reserve for people with physical, not emotional, disabilities.
You haven't seen the last of me, McCormick.
Rand, you're going to be speaking in front of the town council, so don't mumble. Do that last part one more time.
Members of the council, dancing is not a crime.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ever since the dawn of time, if anything, everyone had the right to howl at the moon and to move all night.
Move all night.
When folks were tribal, back before the Bible, they were liable to dance when their crops came in. They would pull out all the stops when the earth would spin. Or maybe they had a battle to win, so they would dance anytime they had the chance. No matter the season or circumstance, they find a reason to throw a party in their pants. So let's do it like they did and dance, dance, dance.
Mama said, doesn't matter. You're a king or you're a mouse. Once you drive up a mountain, you can't back down.
Please, go on.
First we got to turn you around, then put your feet on the ground. Now take a hold of your soul. But now take a hold of your soul. Everybody cut, everybody cut. Everybody cut, everybody cut.
Everybody!
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 Everybody cut, foot loose.
Did you hear what I was playing, Lane?
I didn't think it polite to listen, sir.
Well, I'm sorry for that for your sake. See? I don't play accurately. Well, anyone can play accurately, but I play with wonderful expression. As far as the piano is concerned, sentiment is my forte. I keep the science for life.
Yes, sir.
Oh, and speaking of the science of life, have you got those cucumber sandwiches cut for Lady Bracknell?
Yes, sir.
Marvelous. I shall take two.
Why all these cups? Why the cucumber sandwiches? Why such reckless extravagance in one so young? Who is coming to tea?
Home nearly Aunt Augusta and Gwendolyn.
Oh, how perfectly delightful.
Yes, it's all very well, but I'm quite afraid Aunt Augusta won't approve of your being here.
It's delightful. Watch that.
Yes, that's all very well, Aunt Augusta, but I don't know if I'll be able to dine with you tonight after all.
I hope not, Algernon. It would put my table completely out, and your poor uncle would have to dine upstairs. Fortunately, he's accustomed to that.
Well, you see, it's a great bore, and I need hardly say a terrible disappointment, but I've just had a telegram that my poor friend Bunbury is feeling very ill, and the doctors think I should be with him.
It is very strange. This Mr. Bunbury seems to suffer from curiously bad health.
Oh, yes. Poor Bunbury is a dreadful invalid.
The moment Algernon first mentioned to me that he had a friend called Ernest, I knew I was destined to love you.
Oh, Gwendolyn, you mean you really love me?
Passionately.
Oh, darling, you don't know how happy you've made me.
My own Ernest.
But you don't mean to say that you couldn't love me if my name wasn't Ernest, could you?
But your name is Ernest.
Well, yes, I know it is, darling, but, perhaps it was something else. Do you mean to tell me that you couldn't love me then?
Ah, that is clearly a metaphysical speculation. And like most metaphysical speculations, has very little reference or to actual facts of real life, as we know them.
Well, excuse me, darling, to speak quite candidly, I don't much care for the name of Ernest. I don't think it suits me in the least.
It suits you perfectly. It is a divine name. It has a music of its own. It produces vibrations.
Well, I must say, Gwendolyn, there are much nicer names than Ernest out there. I mean, Jack, for instance. Lovely, charming name.
Your German grammar is on the table. Pray you open at page 15 and we will repeat yesterday's lesson.
But I don't like German. It isn't at all a becoming language. I know perfectly well that I look quite thin after my German lessons.
Child, you know how anxious your guardian is that you should improve yourself in every way. He laid particular stress on your German as he was leaving for town yesterday. Indeed, he always lays stress on your German when he is leaving for town.
He's so very serious.
Sometimes he is so serious, I think he cannot be quite well.
I have never met any really wicked person before.
I feel rather frightened.
I'm so afraid he'll become just like
He does.
You are my little cousin Cecily, I'm sure.
You seem to be under some strange mistake. I'm not little. In fact, I believe I'm more than usually tall for my age. But I am your cousin Cecily. And you, I see from your card, are my cousin Ernest, my wicked cousin Ernest.
I'm not very wicked, Cecily. You mustn't think I'm wicked at all.
If you're not, you have certainly been deceiving us in a very inexcusable manner. I hope you've not been leading a double life, pretending to be wicked and really being good all the time. That'd be hypocrisy.
Well, of course I've been rather reckless.
I'm glad to hear it.
I guess one of my favorite memories with Aunt Jill or Miss Garrett is just all memories with her, because I don't think I could choose one. They're all great. I love her. Sorry. Okay. Thank you. I love you.
I don't know, it's so good.
By the way, Lane, I haven't noted that in your diary, you have 8 bottles of champagne entered as having been consumed last Thursday.
Yes, sir. 8 bottles and a pint.
Why is it that at a bachelor's establishment, the servants invariably drink all the champagne? I ask merely for information.
I attribute it to the superior quality of the wine, sir. I have often observed that in married households, the champagne is rarely the first-rate brand.
Good heavens! Is marriage so demoralizing as that?
I believe it to be a very pleasant state, sir. I've had very little experience of it myself up to the present. I have only been married once. That was in consequence of a misunderstanding between myself and a young person.
I don't think I much care for your personal life, Lane.
No, sir. It is not a very interesting subject. I never think of it myself.
Perfectly natural, I'm sure. That will do, Lane. Thank you.
Kristen, I mean, we must get married at once. There is no time to be lost.
Married, Mr. Worthing?
Well, surely, you know that I love you, and you have made it clear that your feelings are indifferent towards mine.
I adore you, but you haven't proposed to me yet. Nothing has been said at all about marriage. The subject has not even been touched on.
Well, may I propose to you now?
I think it would be an admirable opportunity. And to spare you any possible disappointment, Mr. Worthing, I think it's only fair to tell you quite frankly beforehand that I am fully determined to accept you.
Gwendolyn,
Yes, Mr. Worthing, what have you got to say to me?
you know what I've got to say to you.
Yes, but you don't say it.
Gwendolyn, will you marry me?
Of course I will, darling. How long you have been about it. I'm afraid you have had very little experience in how to propose. It may be necessary to do something desperate. That, of course, will require serious consideration.
My own one.
How long have you been in town?
Till Monday.
Good. Algy, you may turn around now.
Thanks, I've turned around already.
You may also ring the bell.
You will allow me to see you to your carriage, won't you, darling?
Certainly.
Mr. Worthing has many troubles in his life. Ideal merriment and triviality would be out of place in his conversation. And you must remember his constant anxiety about that unfortunate young man, his brother.
I wish Uncle Jack would allow that unfortunate young man, his brother, to come down here and visit us sometimes. We might have some good influence over him. You know, German and geology and things of that sort influence a man very much.
Good heavens! Brother Jack, I am very sorry indeed for all the trouble I've caused in the past, and I intend to lead a better life in the future.
Uncle Jack, if you don't refuse your brother's hand, I will never forgive you.
Nothing will induce me to take his hand. I think his coming up here perfectly disgraceful. He knows perfectly well why.
Uncle Jack, there is some good in everyone. Ernest has just been telling me about his poor invalid friend, Mr. Bunbury, who goes to visit so often. And surely there must be good in someone who leaves the pleasures of London to sit by a bed of pain.
Oh, he's been talking about Bunbury, has he?
Yes, he's told me all about Bunbury and his terrible state of health.
Lieutenant Colonel, General 1869, Christian names, Ernest John. I always told you, Gwendolyn, that my name was Ernest, didn't I? I mean, it naturally is Ernest.
Ah, yes, I recall now that the General's Christian name was Ernest. I knew I had some particular reason for disliking the name.
My own Ernest. I felt from the first that you could have no other name.
Gwendolyn, it is a sad, sad day for a man to find out that all his life he's been speaking nothing but the truth. I hope you will forgive me.
I can, for I feel you are sure to change.
Oh, Gwendolyn. Letitia! Cecily, my own love. Gwendolyn, at last.
My nephew, you seem to me to be displaying signs of triviality.
On the contrary, Aunt Augusta, I would say that it is now, for the first time in my life, I've realized the vital importance of being earnest.
Trying to get through this without crying, it's a really emotional night for me. This is my last show. I'm sorry. All right, welcome. Welcome to the final night of Hello Dolly.
Dolly Levi, that's right, Mrs. Dolly Levi, born Gallagher, social introductions. Ladies and gentlemen of excellent family, introduced under the most respectable conditions in an atmosphere of elegance and refinement. Object matrimony. Now, unfortunately, I won't be able to offer my usual lightning service, as I have a previous appointment in Yonkers, New York, arranging the second marriage of a Mr. Horace Vandergelder, the well-known, unmarried, half-a-millionaire.
Oh, I know what you're wondering about now. Why a man of so much good sense should be planning anything as foolish as getting married. Well, I'll tell you. This house, without a woman, would be an empty shell. And pretty dirty, too. It takes a woman, all powdered and pink, to joyously clean out the drain in the sink. And it takes an angel with long golden lashes and soft dressed fingers for dumping the ashes. It takes a woman, a dainty woman, a sweetheart, a mistress, a wife. Oh yes, it takes a woman, a fragile woman, to bring you the sweet things in life.
Wow, look who's here. Mrs. Levi. How are you, Mrs. Levi?
How are you, Mrs. Rose?
The same. Pains in my back, aches in my sides, stabs in my liver. I'm fine.
woman is never wrong. I mean, I've been cast in a few shows by Miss Garrett, and I haven't always agreed with her. I've always gone into it one and, I want to be someone else. I don't want to be Kyle. I don't want to be Pete in Almost Maine, you know? But she's never wrong. Kyle was my favorite role I've ever been in, Legally Blonde, and I owe it all to her. Her strategies, the way she directed me, the way she taught me how to be someone other than myself while also putting myself into the role was like no other. And I can't thank Miss Garrett enough for helping me become the actor that I am today.
Almost Maine is not a coastal town. It's nowhere near the ocean, and it doesn't exist. Rather, Almost Maine is a composite of several northern Maine towns. Were it to exist, it'd be located in the remote heart of Aroostook County, the northernmost county in Maine. It would occupy unorganized territory known as Territory 13, Range 7, T-13R7 for short.
I just am having a nice time.
I'm glad, Jeanette.
I always do with you.
I'm glad.
And the stars are just, I didn't know you knew all that.
It's just stuff
After
my
the
dad
stars,
taught
I didn't
me.
know you knew all that. Pete,
Yeah?
I love you.
I love you too. Oh, are you cold? Let's go inside.
No, I just want to sit like this, close. It's nice being close to you, Pete. It's safe. I mean, I can think of other ways of being close. But that's not, I like this right now. This kind of close. Right next to you. You know, right now, I think I'm about as close to you as I could possibly be.
I'm sorry. Did you just say that your heart was in that bag? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
That your heart?
Yeah.
It's heavy.
Yeah,
Why is it in that bag?
that's how I carry it around.
Why?
Well, it's broken.
What happened?
Wes broke it.
Your husband?
Yeah, he went away
Oh.
with someone else.
Oh.
Yeah, and when he did that, I felt like my heart would just break, and that's exactly what happened. It broke. Hardened up and cracked in two. Hurt so bad I had to go to the hospital, and when I got there, they told me they were going to have to take it out, and when they took it out, they dropped it on the floor, and it broke into 19 pieces. Slate. It turned to slate.
Well, it's great for roofing.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I do Thanksgiving, Christmas, because I let the guys who work for me, like East, who helps with repairs sometimes, I let them have the day off, so they can be with their families. Oh, since I'm all alone this year.
Oh.
Yeah. I really don't have anybody anymore. Really. My brother and sister got cancer, so they left town.
Right.
Yeah. Mom and dad retired, headed south.
I heard that.
Vermont. Yeah. Yeah. Winters there are a lot easier. And I don't know if you've heard. But then Spot went and died on me.
Oh, Jimmy, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he was old. It was his time. He was a good fish, though.
But like. Oh my God! I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't see you there. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Are you sure? I just clocked you. Are you hurt?
No,
Are you sure? Where did I get you?
in the head.
In the head. Oh, come here. Are you sure you're okay?
Well, is there any blood?
No.
Any discoloration?
No.
Then I'm okay.
Well, I'm gonna go get you some
No,
ice.
it's fine. I can't feel things like that.
Like what?
Like when I get smashed in the head with an ironing board,
I don't get hurt.
What?
I can't feel pain.
Oh, jeez, Crow, what the hell have I done to you? Listen to you going on and on about not being able to feel pain. That's delusional. I've knocked the sense right out of you.
No, I'm fine.
Shh, listen, I was going to be a nurse, so I know. You just took a good shot to the head, and that's serious.
No, I don't think it is serious, because ironing boards are not on my list of things that can hurt you.
What
Plus,
is-
there's no blood or discoloration from where I got hit, so...
Well, you can be hurt and not be bleeding or bruised.
And plus, my list is pretty reliable, too, because my brother Paul's helping me make it, and I can prove it to you. See, if I took this ironing board, like this, and I hit you in the head with it, it wouldn't hurt, see? There.
Ow! What the hell was that?
That hurt? Ow! Oh, it did hurt, didn't it?
Why did you do that?
I didn't think it would hurt, because see, ironing boards aren't on my list of things that can hurt you, but gosh, maybe they should be.
What are you talking about?
Oh, geez, Crow, is that really all the love I gave you, Lendl? I mean, what kind of a person am I if that's all the love I gave you? No, I know I gave you more than that, Lendl. I know it. Did you lose it?
What? No, Gail.
Did you lose it, Lendl? Because I think you're pulling something on me right now, and this is not a good time to be pulling something on me.
Gail, I'm not pulling anything on you. I wouldn't do that to you. It's just, gosh, I think maybe you should just take what you came for, and I guess I'll see you later.
Lendl! Lendl!
Hey, Randy.
Chad! Are you alright? I'm here. Are you okay? What just happened there?
I just, fell.
I figured that out.
No. I think I just fell in love with you there, Randy.
Oh, Chad! What are you doing? Come on, Chad, get us.
Me falling in love with you.
Would you cut that out?
I can't help it. I'm falling in love with you here.
Chad, you're my best buddy in the whole world. I don't quite know what you're doing or what you're going on about, but what the heck is your problem? What are you doing? Jesus Crow, you're my best friend.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and that's something you don't mess with. And you mess with it, and you don't do that. Because, you know something? You're about the only thing that feels real good and makes sense in this world to me, too. Now you go foul it up by telling me this and doing that. It just doesn't feel right anymore. It doesn't feel good. You've done a real number on a good thing here, buddy, because we're friends. There's a line when you're friends that you just can't cross. And you crossed it.
Making a wish of my own. On a regular one. Oh. Want to wish on it with me?
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be nice. Which one?
See Hedgehog Mountain.
Uh-huh.
Straight up, right above it.
The bright one?
Yeah.
That one?
Yeah.
Right there?
Yeah.
Phil.
Yeah?
That's a planet.
What?
That's a planet. You're wishing
That's,
on a planet. Yeah,
well,
that's
how do you
wishing
know?
on a star, not
I
wishing
know,
on a
I know.
planet.
How do you know?
Saturn. Set on the weather, Phil. Saturn is the brightest object in the sky this month. Gonna be sitting right above Hedgehog Mountain over the next bunch of weeks.
It's nice. It's really nice. It's good. You're good at this.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And you're good at this.
I thought it'd be hard. But it's not. At all. And it's like I want to do it for a long time, but it's also like I want to do something else next. But I don't know what that is.
I do. Want to know what comes next?
Yeah. Well, wait. How long is that going to take?
Could take all night. Maybe longer.
Well, wait. We're working at the
one of my favorite memories with Miss Garrett was when we were on stage during production of Legally Blonde. We were blocking, and I was singing, and my eyes would just drift up, and she'd immediately stop me and scream at me and ask me why my eyes were going up, and I didn't know. And I got so frustrated with her, but in the end, I realized it was to make the production better, and that's all she ever did.
Try this thing, this is what you want. Go on, try on. I can even hide myself. Here comes me to love.
Oh my God, you guys. This one's perfect and just my size. Secrets really do come true, never have to compromise. Oh my God.
I'm not arguing Miss Woods is entirely unqualified. But look at it. Is this the face of Harvard Law? Multiculturalism. Excuse me? We could admit it for racism. Don't cross-examine! Get a hold of yourself. This is Harvard Law, not Match.com. Now see here, Miss Woods. They just barge in here with singing and dancing. Ethnic movements. Very flashy reason, but I still don't see one reason for it.
How that love you ever been in love? 'Cause if you have, you'll know that love never accepts a defeat. No chapter you can't meet, no place you cannot go. Don't say no to a woman you love. Don't laugh when I say love. Don't think I'm naive. Because even a person who's smart listens to their heart. Believe, so believe alone. That she, do you believe? Do you believe? Believe in love. Hey there, welcome to Hair Repair. You're with Paulette, so you're in good hands. I'm sort of like Allstate, but for hair.
Make me a brunette.
What? Brunette? Honey, you're a genetic lotto winner. All right, something else is going on here. Back up. Paulette's listening. Spill.
Okay, well, I'm Elvis and I came all the way out here for Harvard Law School.
That's a good school.
I know, right? And I did it to follow my one true love Warner out here, and now he's dating an evil preppy.
So what she got that you don't got? Three tits?
She's serious.
Seriously, she got 3 tits.
No, she's a constipated polo shirt with a mousy brown bob. Apparently that's what Warner wants, so you have to make me a brunette.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Do you know the #1 reason behind all bad hair decisions? Love. You're lost without your love. Your heart.
It's called a department store.
It's beautiful.
First, breath. Take it all in. Feel all those halogens warming your skin. Smell how they pump in your oxygen. See, they care. Love.
Excuse me?
Love. Be pregnant, don't you know?
Oh, never mind.
I've got a package from Miss Paulette Bonafonte. The name's Kyle. This is my new and first stop of the day. Kinda cool karma. Come. Alrighty then. Oh, and do me a favor. Have yourself a super day.
Patience to crack the side, and I get what to try. Floor is yours. Mr. Roger Tacos, your alleged affair with Miss Wyndham has been going on for 2 years. And once again, your first name is Nico, and your boyfriend's name is Carlos. Sorry, I misunderstand you. You say boyfriend, I thought you say best friend. Carlos is my best friend. You bastard! I bastard! I said, I don't care for you. A number! Peoples, I have a big announcement. This man is the end of me. No matter what you say, I swear he never, ever, ever swing me out of the way. Can you pick my face? Let my face go right there! You forgot yesterday. I made it. I'm gonna say he's dead. He's dead. He's dead. I'm dead. Final day, I'm gay.
Yes, I was in the shower. Thank you. Now, Miss Linda, you claim on the day of murder you were out getting a perm. Was this your first perm?
No, I've been my hair since junior high, about 3 years.
Interesting. My associate has just found a perm herself. Exhibit B is Enid Hoops. Thank you, Miss Bone Contact. Now, would Exhibit B's perm be similar to your own? Duh. And now one more time, you did not see the murder or hear the gunshot because you were where?
In the shower!
Thank you. Miss Hoops, would you step into the shower?
Idiots. You can't permit for 48 hours.
Exactly. Water completely deactivates the perm's ammonium glycolate and completely ruins it. It's the cardinal rule of perm maintenance. Your perm is still intact, so you couldn't have showered that day. Why would you lie about hearing gunshots? Why would you lie about being in the shower? Why would you
Think I'd like being open my dad's new hard candy wife? I didn't mean to hurt my father. I didn't mean to shoot him. I thought it was Brooke walking through the door.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Happiest woman I know.
Oh, why, oh, why, oh, why, you guys. If there ever was a pretty couple, this one qualifies. And now I found my love. I love my bed too low. You guys finally found my girl. This one qualifies. We love you guys. We love you guys. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
For all the times you yelled at me, Miss Garrett, I've always taken them to heart. Whether it was in Legally Blonde when you were telling me not to be Christian, or when you were in Harvey and you were telling me not to be Jimmy. I always took them to heart, and I will always cherish all the advice you've given me, no matter how many times you yelled.
Albert, some mail came for you today. I took it up to your room.
Did you read it? Well, that was nice of you. Aunt Ethel, I'd like you to meet Harvey. As you can see, he's a puka. Harvey, you've heard me speak of Mrs. Chauvenet before. Well, we always call her Aunt Ethel. She's one of my closest and dearest friends. What's that? Yeah, no, yes, she's the one. Yes, that's the one. Yeah. What was that? He says he would have recognized you anywhere. Oh, you two look lovely. Well, come along now, Harvey. We must say hello to all our friends. I beg your pardon, Aunt. If you'll excuse me just a moment.
What?
Well, you're standing in his way. Come along now, Harvey. Yes, go on in, Harvey. I'll join you in a moment. Oh, Aunt Ethel, I can see that you're a bit disturbed by Harvey. Please don't be. He stares like that at everybody. It's his way. But he liked you, I could tell. He liked you very, very much.
Mr. Wilson, would you step down to a taxi in the driveway and ask a Elwood Dowd if he would be good enough to step up to room number 24, South Wing G?
Ask him?
This is his sister, Mrs. Simmons.
How do... Why, certainly. I'd be glad to escort him.
Thank you. Doctor, everything that I say to you is confidential, isn't it?
That's understood.
Because it is a slap in the face to everything that our family has stood for in this community, the way that Elwood is acting now.
Mrs. Simmons, I'm not a gossip. I'm a psychiatrist. Miss Kelly and I made on here this afternoon, and we'd like to explain it to you.
It wasn't Dr. Sanderson's fault, Mr. Dowd. It was mine.
A human failing, as I said.
I find it interesting, nevertheless. You said you and Miss Kelly this afternoon, you said?
We do hope you understand, Mr. Dowd.
Oh, yes, no. These things are very often the basis of a long and warm friendship.
And the responsibility, of course, not hers, but mine.
Well, your attitude may be old-fashioned, Doctor, but I like it.
Now, if I'd seen your sister first, that'd have been an entirely different story.
Well, now, there you surprise me. I mean, I think the world and all of Vida, but I suppose she had seen her day.
You must not attach any blame to her. She's a very sick woman.
Fire in the
Oh, no.
Judge, look! Mother!
Vida Louise, what's wrong, girl?
I never thought I'd ever see either of you again.
She looks like she's gonna faint. Is that right, Mother? It's all perfectly all right. Not so
Steady,
fast.
steady, girl, steady.
Just let me say something.
Easy, Myrtle, easy. Here you are, girl. Do you want some tea, Vida? Get her some tea, Myrtle.
Let me get you some tea, Mother. Get her coat off, Judge.
Let Myrtle get your coat off, Vida. Get her coat off, Myrtle.
Just don't touch me! Just let me sit here and let me get my breath. Let her get her breath, Judge.
Let me get my breath and then let me go upstairs to my own bed where I can let go.
What happened, Mother?
Oliver, I want you to sue them. They put me in and let Elwood out.
What's this?
Look at my hair! What did you say? What did you do? You must have done something.
I didn't do one thing.
The important thing now is to find this man and bring him back to the sanitarium where he belongs.
That's right, Judge. That is exactly what I think.
Let me introduce Miss Myrtle Simmons, Mrs. Simmons' daughter and Mr. Dowd's niece.
How do you do, Dr. Chumley?
How do you do, Miss Simmons?
Hello, Myrtle.
What?
Hello, is Dr. Chumley there? Oh, it's Mrs. Chumley. Well, how are you today, Mrs. Chumley? Yes, that's fine. Yeah. Tell me, Mrs. Chumley, were you able to locate Harvey? Oh, no, it's fine. No, I'll find him. I'm sorry I missed you at the McClure cocktail party. The people there were very charming, and I was able to hand out quite a few of my cards. I waited until you phoned, but you said you couldn't come because a patient had escaped? Well, where am I? Well, I'm here, but I'm leaving right away. I must find Harvey. Oh, well, goodbye, Mrs. Chumley. My regards to you and anyone else you happen to run into tonight. Well, all right, then. Okay, goodbye. Good night, Dr. Chumley, and good night, Mr. Wilson.
Come along, Elwood.
Dr. Chumley, for years, I've always known what my family thinks of Harvey, but I've often wondered what Harvey's family thinks of me. Well, there you are. Doctor, if you'll excuse me just a moment. You're standing in his way. Oh, where have you been? I've been looking all over for you.
So, this next lady I met when I was 12 years old, and I believe the first thing I said to her was, "Oh my God, guess what? I want to be on Broadway when I'm older." And she was like, "That's great." And then she cast me as the Little Roo, which was the baby kangaroo in Seussical Jr. And I had 2 lines, and they were "Hump" and "Me Too." And since I was 12 years old, I'm now almost 18. I have known this woman. She has coached my entire life in a way, and I can't imagine Players without her, and we're sad to see her go, but we couldn't have grown up to the kids that we are right now without you, Miss Garrett. We love you more than anything.